Welcome to English Story today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Language Learning Techniques. Today's story is about struggle, survival, silence, and a dream that refused to die. My name is Kamal, and this is my story. I was born in a place called Tango. If you try to find it on a map, you probably won't. For outsiders, it barely exists. But for me, Tango was the whole world. Quiet, isolated, and stuck in the same old rhythm. There was no proper roads, almost no shops, electricity would cut out for days, and most people had pretty much stopped believing that anything could change. Kids in Tango didn't have toys. We made do with stones and broken sticks, and the idea of growing up to be a doctor or an engineer felt like a fantasy from another life. Here, the honest dreams, for many, was simply surviving. Boys were expected to carry loads and help at home, not open books and learn. When I was about 7, I saw a house that changed everything for me. Real bricks, a painted door, a roof that didn't leak. I stood there and stared for a long time, and suddenly I had a new thought. One day, I will build my own house. Not a palace, just a small place that mine, where I won't be shouted at, where I can sleep without listening to stomach pangs. I didn't tell anyone. In Tango, people said dreams were a waste of time. There was a school in town 1.5 hours away on foot. No bus, no bicycles, no shortcuts. Just long, dry roads. I went for a few years, mostly because of the free midday meal. But I also loved the teacher who told me, Kamal, you are good with words. That compliment stuck with me. It was one of the few warm things carried from childhood. At 10, my father decided we needed hands, not homework. Books were put away and I started working. By 12, I was sent 3 hours away to work in a town I didn't know. I carried bricks on construction sites, served tea at a hotel, and swept at a bus station. Sometimes I earned money, sometimes I was cheated. Many nights I slept on a sack with mosquitoes buzzing while my belly was half empty. Still, the idea of building a house kept me going, a promise to myself that one day I would have somewhere safe. The city was loud and confusing, full of people and words I didn't understand. Discount, checkout, manager. The kids who had schooling used those words easily, while workers like me simply nodded. Once a customer scolded me in English, and I apologized without understanding. That moment made me decide I wouldn't stay silent forever. I wanted to understand the words better. It took 6 years of hard work, debt, saving, and refusing to quit. I worked double shift, skipped meals, and learned how to make cement, lay bricks, and paint walls. I built the first wall with my own hands. I hammered the last nail with tears in my eyes. When I finally stepped inside that one room house, it was small, but it was mine. I locked the door and felt something I had never felt before. Safe. I'm married at 30 by my own choice. Her name is Anita. She's kind, strong, and smarter than me in many ways. And we now live together in a small house I built. We cook, argue, and laugh. Normal life. Except now there's another heartbreak in the house. 2 years later, our son was born, and everything changed. Watching him sleep with his tiny hand on my shirt, I promised myself he would go to school, learn the language I struggled with, and carry books instead of bricks. I enrolled him in the best school I could afford, and now I walk him to the bus stop every morning, waiting until the bus turns the corner. I smile because I'm sending my dream to school through him. I still will learn new words myself. I follow English YouTube channels. I can speak slowly. My grammar isn't perfect, but I'm no longer afraid. I can say, my name is Kamal. I am a construction worker. I build my own house. I am a father, and I believe in education. If your life started with struggle, if people told you you can't, if you had to grow up too fast, know that dreams don't die. They hide and wait. When you are ready, they come back. English isn't only a subject, it's a tool, a bridge, a second chance. Whether you learn one word a day or one sentence a week, keep going, brick by brick, word by word, step by step. Thank you for listening to my story. If it touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe to Language Learning Techniques. Remember, you may come from a broken road, but you can still build a strong home.